Should you scout for Mixed Dawn and Empoleon? Are they any good? Well, guys, first things first, you can only scout, and you should only considering scouting on this banner if you have paid gems. If you do not, if you are free to play, if any of those things apply to you, then you should skip this banner entirely because you have no choice. This banner only uses paid gems. And right now we have a mixed banner running, and that is Lucas and Torterra. And upon the game's reset on May 1, yes, it's already May, guys, this banner, or Lucas's banner, will be replaced with this banner. And just like Lucas, this sync pair is a field sync pair with an EX role of Sprint. Now, Torterra is ground and grass type, which in the game, or Lucas follows the ground typing. And Dawn's Empoleon is water still, but this follows the steel typing. So, you know, we've had a lot of mixed scouts in the past, and just in case you're wondering, yes, all past mixed scouts will be available in this banner. All past Poke Fairs, if I'm not mistaken, seasonals, I think variety scouts are also in there, but Master Fairs, Arc Suit Fairs are not available in the Mixed Scout banner. So just in case you want, you can get lucky, get yourself a character that you might not have, but then the chances of getting the character is really, really tiny. The good thing about Mixed Scouts, they max out at 300 Scout points only, but that is 300 paid Scout points. And yeah, that's basically for Mixed Scouts, guys. So, we've had some really good Mixed Scouts in the past, just like, you know, Mixed Red. But to be completely honest, I felt that Mixed Scouts get worse, or got worse and worse and worse and worse over time. Mixed Red was really good, followed by Mixed Blue, a little bit not too good for me at least. Then Mixed Leaf was like, do we even need something like that? Torterra, I'd rarely even use Torterra. How about Dawn? I mean, Mixed Scouts have to have their some sort of redemption. So let's see if Dawn or Mixed Dawn is actually good or not. So let's take a look at her kit right now. As you can see over here, her attack stat, or special attack stat, is pretty high at 436. And other stats are not too good. Speed stat is pretty low. And as you can see over here, Flash Cannon is a 3-move gauge attack. You have a Buddy Move with a 2-move gauge attack. But then, you have a passive skill. The third passive skill, Steel Zone Hit, free move next 9. When you attack the opponent when the field is Steel Zone, you will have free move next, free move next. So again, I guess that kind of forgives the move gauge requirement and the speed, the low speed stat this sync pair has. Now, first passive skill, Shining Steel Leadership, reduces the sync move countdown by 1 when you use Still Wish. So there, Still Wish, you can use that twice. And the moment you use it, you get to lower your sync move countdown -1. And then, it raises your special moves up next effect by 2 stat ranks when you use Still Wish. So that will apply to either Flash Cannon or your Buddy Move's Super Solid Steel Beam. And that will multiply your damage by 80%, you know, stronger. 80% stronger for either Flash Cannon or Super Solid Steel Beam. Now, we have second passive skill, I Haven't Lost My Determination. When you use your sync move, and that means only Dawn and Empoleon sync move, you'll raise the special moves up next effect of all allied sync pairs. So that's a 40% increase in special attack damage for all your allies, and then it will restore 1 MP of your Buddy Move, because your Buddy Move can only be used once. There's only 1 MP. If you want to use it again, you'll have to use a sync move using Dawn and Empoleon. Yes, after using its sync move. So not any other sync pair, but you yourself have to use your sync move. Flash Cannon, 10% chance of lowering the opponent's special defense. And then you have Super Solid Steel Beam, really high base power with 2 move gauges. And then it will only activate when the field is Steel Zone. So you can bring in Steel Zone by either using Steel Wish or using your sync move. For the very first time, you will get to bring in an extended Steel Zone. But take note, by using that method, you do not activate Shining Steel Leadership. You do not raise your special moves up next effect by 2 stat ranks. You activate your second passive skill instead. I haven't lost my determination. So, yeah, it never misses. It only hits one opponent, and that it will lower that target's special attack and special defense minus 2 stat ranks. And recently, a very powerful steel type sync pair came out, and that is Hop and Zacian. And the good thing about Hop and Zacian, it hits everyone. This sync pair only hits one opponent. So I'm not sure what to feel about that. What do you guys have to say after listening to that part? Now, you have something nice as a trainer move. You can use this once on any ally to raise that special attack +4, and then raise or maximizes that critical hit rate of that ally and give that ally damage guard next effect. So you can use this on yourself because at the start of the battle, your special attack stat is 0. This is not like mixed red when the start of the battle you get to raise your attack stat and special attack stat +4. This one you'll have to use something nice on yourself in order to get those stat buffs. So that's that. And again, as a field sync pair, once you 6-star EX her, you get to bring in an extended Steel Zone. And if you give her your the EX roll of Sprint, you get to lower your sync move countdown -3 for the very first time you use your sync move. So that's a very, very basic kit right now for Dawn and Empoleon. And again, this is just free move next for steel type attacks, free move next, free move next. Yes, a pretty high special attack stat. And then when you use your sync move, you get to raise everyone's special moves up next effect, bring in 1 MP. And then when you use Still Wish, you get to lower your sync move countdown. For me, this is a really boring kit at 1 out of 5. Let's take a look at her sync grid and see if she could redeem herself some way. 1 out of 5, we got Sand Shelter, prevents you from taking damage from a sandstorm, typical. 2 out of 5, we got a move gauge refresh for Flash Cannon and Flash Cannon on a roll 9 to lower the opponent's special defense for sure, -1. Metallic Acceleration to speed up your move gauge, but then no need because you will get free move next. But if you want, you can help your allies by doing this. Metallic Healing to heal whenever you take action when they're still zone. Something nice MP refresh too. For an extra damage guard next effect, I guess that is good. Plus, you can max out your special attack stat. And then you have Super Solid Steel Beam Move Gauge Refresh 3, which is for me like a joke. Why do you need a Move Gauge Refresh for this one? I'd rather get a multiplier plus that free move next. Why? Question mark. Anyway, 3 out of 5, we got Flash Cannon Metallic Power 9. So, remember, Steel Zone can already power up your Steel type attacks by 1.5 times, if I'm not mistaken. This will power up your Flash Cannon by an extra 90%. So I'm not sure if the damage of how the damage of Flash Cannon will be. I did not do any computations or some sort like that. But it will kind of almost double the damage of Flash Cannon. Grand Entry 2, so that you only have to use something nice or your trainer move once on yourself. Head Start 1 at the start of the battle, lower your sync move countdown -1. Metallic Surge 9, so that you can power up your sync move an extra 90% when the field is Steel Zone. The lower the opponent's special attack stat is, the stronger your attacks are going to be with Overpower. And how do you lower the opponent's special attack stat? By using your buddy move. Satisfied Snicker is another way you can lower the opponent's special attack stat. Just by attacking an opponent every time, you get to lower that special attack stat -1. So technically, the more you attack, the stronger the damage becomes. Still, Zone Extension might be a good thing for this Sync pair. Then Super Sync 9 for super effective up next effect after using your Sync move. So the way you want to kind of do this is use something nice on yourself. I'm gonna assume that you have Grand Entry too. You probably use your Sync move or use Still Wish. Still Wish first. Probably get that Sync move countdown to go a little bit lower. Give yourself special moves up next effect +2. That's an 80% increase in damage. And then, I don't know, use your Sync move. That will bring in an extended Steel Zone. That will kind of lower your Sync move countdown. And then, wrong. I made a mistake. When you use Still Wish, you bring in Steel Zone. You use your Buddy move. When you use your Buddy move, you get to lower the opponent's special defense, special attack stat. That would be a kind of a strong, super solid Steel Beam. That's your Buddy move. And then, I don't know, use your Sync move. When you use your Sync move, you get to lower your Sync move countdown, or -3. You get to bring in an extended Steel Zone. Your second passive skill will trigger. That will give you a special moves up next effect +1. 40% increase in damage. That will give you bring back 1 MP for your Buddy move. And if you have 3 out of 5, that will give you super effective up next effect. And now you want to follow that immediately with another Buddy move, Super Solid Steel Beam. And that will be buffed by a lot of multipliers. If you have Overpower, that will be buffed up. If you have your Steel Zone, you have to have your Steel Zone still active because your Buddy move will deactivate when there's no Steel Zone. You have a 40% increase in damage unless you want to save that, go higher. You have a super effective up next effect. And that's that. That is how you use Dawn and Empoleon. Not a huge fan of this kit because there are no AoE attacks. So even, Lucas and Torterra has AoE Earthquake. This Sync pair does not have an AoE attack. So I'm not sure what to feel about this Sync pair. But yeah, that's our new Mix Scout. And, with the variety scouts that came recently were, Hop and Zacian can hit everyone, where Ethan and Ho can hit everyone, where Cynthia and Spiritomb can hit everyone. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of single target attacks and sync moves now. And remember, Ethan and the rest of the special collaboration variety scouts that just came are not subject to AoE penalty. So hit one opponent, hit many opponents, same damage. This one, I'm not sure what to feel. And that is our evaluation of Dawn and Empoleon. I'm gonna scout because I have exactly enough to get her when the time resets tomorrow. But, you do you. Scout for your faves instead of the meta. Again, only scout if you are already spending money on the game. But you let me know what you think. And if you're free to play, are you considering scouting for this Sync pair? By, becoming not free to play anymore. But until then, I'd rather you use the money to support me. SAS! By going to coffee.com/splgum or clicking on the join button down below and becoming one of my precious members. And until then, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Rawr!